What we do have here, though, somebody brought this to my my attention in DMs on Discord. They wanted a cop's opinion on a so-called murder that happened. So I found a video on this David dude. Hey, God, bro, thank you for the 17 months, bud. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the Prime. Holy shit, dude. Yes, thank you. He also told me to check out Powder's reaction to it, but I wasn't able to find it. So, yeah, we're just going to go with the internet versus video.
Case regarding a musician, David, when he was arrested for the murder of Celeste Hernandez. And one particular way that this ties into the whole online streamer drama world is with former FaZe member and live streamer Jason the Ween, who made a song featuring David along with...
Okay, so I want to put some context for anybody new because my YouTube channel is actually popping off. So thank you guys for all the action that's going on my YouTube channel. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. This is actually the first time where I've created content on YouTube that wasn't the Division 2 that actually got some, you know, traction. So thank you for that. Just a little bit of context. I used to be in law enforcement in Kentucky, arrested plenty of murderers, babysat them while they've been in jail, watched them get arraigned in court. I've sat right next to bailiffs. So that's my context for watching this.
With featuring in one of David's music videos. And before a lot of evidence came out against David specifically for possibly murdering Celeste, Jason...
I also do want to say that people have been pointing that out in my comment section. Like when I post like stuff having to do with crime, it's good for me to let you guys know about that context. So I'm trying to do that. Thank you for the tip. I really, really appreciate it.
Believed that David was innocent and went on stream to defend that. Now, of course, Jason has distanced
Mocha's
himself from David, but even then, some online are still critiquing him, with an infamous Clipper page even posting that Jason possibly could be a suspect in the murder case, causing Jason to react to the situation live on stream and threaten to sue the page. But there's lots to get into, so let's just jump in. Welcome to the internet versus the David update. It starts when over on Livestream Fail, Ben Dubberly posted this clip with the caption, "Footage obtained by TMZ shows the moment David was arrested on suspicion of the murder."
So he got arrested like what, 4, 5, 6, I think it was 6 days ago. He's the same guy that chopped up his like 14-year-old girlfriend and shoved her in a Tesla and left it running, right? With like spooky music playing in a neighborhood. Which it got impounded without cops, and then when they were going through it at the impound, they found this girl chopped up. Am I correct, Chad, or am I not? That's the same case, right? TMZ of all media, well, I be damned. Yes? Okay. All right, good. I got the proper context then. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting something out of my
murder of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. And the clip is pretty blurry and not much happens in it, but the man in the gray sweatpants here is David, and you can see him getting arrested by the cops. And Snu Marzipans replies, "Threw his life away to date a 14-year-old and jump."
Well, you absolutely know for a fact now that the cops got some physical evidence tying him to that body other than the car, because it's a murder and you kind of need that. Food for thought, chat.
101 says, "I mean, he seemed to get away with that, just not the murdering part, which is crazy though." And Chad is the serious replies, "David's parents and brother were pictured sitting next to her at his shows. There's another photo depicting his younger brother leading her to the backstage of another show. She was pictured with David's friends at social events, and at one point..."
So why were your parents okay with you dating a 14-year-old girl? Unless it's a giant lie. Which then maybe the murder happened because he finally figured out the lie? Sounds pretty plausible. I'd be pretty pissed off about that, but not enough to murder a girl over it.
Point of lived at his house. There was so much evidence he was exploiting a minor and nobody around him cared. Senior reference replies to the clip by saying, "Everyone complaining about how long it took. The police and prosecution do not give a shit about what commentators online think. They're there to secure a conviction beyond reasonable doubt and are..."
Yes, they are.
patient. They take time before arresting someone on a charge that leads to the defendant being locked up for life. An affectionate face says, comments are genuinely stupid. In any murder case, people's lives are at stake. If you get the wrong guy, don't get good enough evidence, can't build a proper case, if anything goes wrong, you are disrespecting an entire human life and could even be ruining another innocent one by accident. The justice system being this thorough and taking its time will always be a good thing. And count.
Absolutely 100% correct. That means that the murder detective did their job, found actual evidence that ties him to the body that was found in the Tesla. Good job, law enforcement. You gave me hope.
Affectionate says Jason Homeboy. Fearbuck tweets out, David has been charged by the Los Angeles District Attorney with first-degree murder.
Oh my God, you got the Los Angeles District Attorney to arrest a black guy on murder? Bro, you're breaking strides, man. You're killing statistics here.
With special circumstances, lying in wait, and the killing of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. A charge that carries a potential sentence of life without parole or the death penalty.
Dude, you're not going to give him the death penalty. She doesn't want that political action. She's gonna try to get a judge to put him in jail for the next 65 years to life.
Additional charges include lewd and lascivious acts involving a child under 14 and mutilation of human remains. And it's the
See, this is the part where you should have put evidence together of her lying to you about your age if you are completely innocent of doing all this stuff with minors. If you knew about the 14-year-old, it's kind of on you, buddy.
DeFanta says, bro, a 14-year-old? He took her life before it even started. He genuinely deserves the chair. Mowgli quote tweets the post by saying, that says 5'5", 125, referencing the screenshot down here of the mugshot, showing David's mugshot, and
yes, it does. 5'5" 125 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, March 28th of 05. Arrested. Oh, he was arrested on the 16th. Holy shit, that was 9 days ago. Oh, dude, they put him on at 187 alpha. Oh, she might be serious, bro. She might be serious about the whole entire... Ooh, putting him on death row. Oh...
identifying information. I'm done quotes the post by saying, and make sure to pack up her parents and everyone involved in that Discord server.
Dub quotes the post by saying,
and there we have it. Fortnite better remove any mention of him and the FNCS song, as well as issue refunds for anything relating to him now. Dark. I don't want this sick excuse of a human in my locker anymore. Rip Celeste. No Jumper tweets out this clip with the caption, Jason the Ween reacts to...
Okay, so a 187 in district code. There's 3 different types of code depending on what state you live in. Kentucky follows the same code procedure stature. If you're an alpha, that means that you're going to death row as soon as you're sentenced, based on that charge. If you're a bravo, that means that you're going to be sitting in prison. That's all that means. Alpha and bravo is the differences in a 187 is alpha and bravo, guys. One, you sit in prison. The other one, you're going to die. They're going to sentence you to death. And the only person who can put that kind of charge on somebody is the district attorney, which I'm shocked that an LA district attorney has the balls to do that right off a rip. Whew.
David's recent arrest for the murder of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez.
Oh my God. That's insane.
Hey, Void, thank you for the follow.
This is a win, bro. It only took 9 months. It's not my man's, bro. I don't want to see none of that shit. I already knew when I clicked this link, motherfucker's gonna be weird, bro.
He's an 87 dude. Alpha.
How many times
they
I
want to
say?
Put the death sentence
yes, on him. Before everything, all the evidence, and I don't know why people make it out to it just being me. Yes, I did defend him, and I regret doing that because obviously after all the evidence,
here. Is that what the shout out was for?
I switched up on him.
Reading all of this.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch up on a pedophile murderer. The RP to Celeste, man.
Pop Bass tweets out, prosecutors say that David murdered Celeste to protect his music career because she threatened...
Wow, way to eat your own there, buddy. So you're going to drop this guy the moment that he gets arrested, but by what I remember, you literally did a show the night that they found her body in the Tesla. Here's another question. What in the hell happened to, like, don't these Teslas have, like, 8 cameras in them? Unless they found a way to find that footage.
To expose him for having sex with a 14-year-old herself. And a community note is added clarifying he didn't have sex with her, he raped her, attaching the Wikipedia definition of rape along with a law for LA County.
Bro, Wikipedia is not a source.
It's me.
Hey, Ghost, thank you for the 100 biddies, buddy. Wikipedia is not a source. I hate to say that. Not a source at all. Thank you for the biddies, bro. Appreciate you.
And Desi replies, the fact he killed the poor girl and just went on touring and promoting his music like nothing happened is psychotic. Look, Painless quote tweets the post by saying, you don't want to be called a for being a so you make yourself into a murderer because that's somehow better for you. User quote tweets the post by saying, and the sad part on many levels is that it wouldn't have completely ruined his career. She could have exposed him and she'd still be called a liar and shamed. And 2 years later, he could release a banger that goes viral and people would still stream him. Caroline Kwan quote tweets the post by saying, obviously.
Wow, a lot of the top hits on this kind of post is female.
David is responsible for what he did to Celeste and deserves the consequences for his heinous crimes, but I also keep thinking about all the people who failed to save this child, the ones who knew he was abusing her, yet did nothing about it. Fearbug then tweets out, David has just pleaded not guilty to murder and other charges in connection with the death of Celeste.
Oh, so he pleaded not guilty, really?
The charges include a continuous essay of a child, murder, murder for financial gain, murder to prevent testimony, murder by...
Wow. So she's not lying. She's throwing the whole book at him. Wow. You combine the essay of a child, the murder, and the murder by lying in wait. That's perfect. Those are the 3 perfect charges to get the guy put on death row. Holy shit. Why do they want to bury him so fast? I've seen worse felony 1 murderers go up in LA and they don't even get this kind of attention from a district attorney. You just throw them away and lock the key. Whoa. Very strange change up, LA County.
By lying in wait, use of a deadly weapon, mutilation of human remains. And shit replies to this picture of O.J. Simpson in the caption, dude think his trial gonna end up like this? How do we tell him?
Did you see
Great
the
tweets out,
David
pleading not guilty, which means he's going to trial. You're so cooked, bitch. I hope they give you the DP and publicly execute you. Ivy Bag tweets out, David is actually going to be the first man in California in 20 years to get the death penalty, and honestly, he'll deserve it. What a vile man. That poor girl. And Alkali replies, I hope he gets life without parole instead. I'd 100% rather die than be subjected to the psychological torture that sentence carries. And Ivy says, I've never been one for the imprisonment arguments. I don't care which is better / worse. I think the man deserves to die. If he does get sent to prison, I hope he's killed in prison instead.
If you take and do anything that is harmful to a child, which is what she was, you deserve to be on death row. It doesn't matter about psychological torture. You don't deserve to breathe air anymore, like the rest of humanity. That's my stance. And I'll die on that hill. Not changing that for anything.
Josiah tweets out, bro, this dude David would have rather killed a child than get canceled. And Onyx says, bro could have basically gotten away with it like half of the underground rappers people glaze for. Jazz tweets out, knowing that David killed Celeste and mutilated her body in his car, then went on to stream with Pokemon and Cat's Eye makes me sick to my stomach.
Oh, so this David guy was a part of that circle of streamers too? Well, there you go, chat. That explains where your crazy factor comes from.
And Suchi replies, it also creeps me out that they hang out with him before and did a Twitch stream together in his place. Unknowingly, he will kill someone a few months later. And Rose Malay replies, in addition to literally everything else, Pokimane really platformed a murder, but no one ever holds her accountable. And V says, yeah, because he...
Wow, Pokimane, you're getting a lot of heat on this one, Pokey. Yeah, because this one's a whole hell of a lot worse than selling your overpriced cookies, huh?
Probably didn't say, hi, I'm David, and I'm a murderer. And Rosemary says, David was streaming with a girl. The fan base knew. Maybe she didn't know. But if that's true, why not say that? And V says, what do you mean maybe? She didn't know. Period. Who in their right mind would agree to stream with a murderer? Assault to tweet.
Yeah, oh, well, alright, I'm 50-50 on this one, okay? But the same character markers, you know, selfishness, greed, that kind of thing, it roams around in those circles that unfortunately surround Pokimane. The only difference between him and Pokimane is literally having the balls to take a life. Oh, Lord. This is exactly why you remain humble with your money. If it makes you crazy, and it makes you do stupid shit you don't want to do, and it has a lot of impersonating liars surrounding you.
Tweets out this clip with the caption, Jason the Ween revealed that he and Pokimane are officially suing Twitter/X page KickChamp for falsely accusing him of being a part of the David situation. He shared that he has been depressed since the false accusation.
Dude, you're literally gonna sue them over this? Did they say that you helped with the murder? Oh, Jason Ween, Pokimane are directly involved in David's murder case as they shot a music video with him. Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, go defend yourself if they're making that claim. Hell yeah.
I bet. Nah. Directly involved. Okay, bet. I bet.
I mean, I'm kind of facing the same situation here. The only difference is that he's got the money to do it right up front.
I bet. Nah, I'm saving this shit. Let me save this shit. I might download videos.
You hurt my feelings, I'm gonna sue.
Actually, let me screenshot this shit.
No. He's got every right to defend himself with that one. They're basically calling him, you know, affiliated with the murder. And if it's not true, then it's not true.
That's one. Let's get one more, bro. Hope Rainbed's paying you enough, buddy. Hope Rainbed's paying you enough, buddy. I know exactly how much they're paying you too, buddy. Hey, they offered Ween updates bread too. No, exactly. Hey, it's not enough.
Yeah, guys, come on. They're accusing him of murder. That's way worse. But if he drove that Tesla with the body in it, he is. Well, that's got to be proven first. Notice how they're arresting David, but they're not arresting this kid. Which means that at this point, there's no evidence connecting him to the murder. So you really can't throw that kind of accusation and not expect clapback from somebody when they actually have the money to actually sue for defamation, man. It's literally the same thing that I'm going after right now, except it's an actual criminal charge. It's not hearsay or slander. Yeah, man. That's an actual charge. I would sue over that in a heartbeat if I had the money like he does. It's all speculation when it comes to Jason. Yeah, I know. But they said the words. Him and Pokimane are directly involved. So whatever he loses from that one tweet, technically he's got the grounds to sue people over. He does. Who's this David person? He's a underground rapper that started on TikTok. His case was going around the internet about 6-7 months ago. He left a 14-year-old ripped to pieces inside of a Tesla. Gladys, thank you for your subscription, dude. Way to be a fucking boss.
Not enough, buddy. Hey, matter of fact, bro, I'm about to hit Pokey up, bro. We're gonna double sue your... Hit you.
Bro, she's not gonna touch this. Not with where her credibility is right now. She'd be stupid to touch this.
You would a double lawsuit.
Yeah, but that fits Pokey's profile too. Are you fake crying right now?
Bro, I can't stream it more, bro. Like, bro, why is this...
Are you fucking fake crying right now?
Like, but it's just like lying on me, bro. Literally lying on me. He's just falsely accusing me of shit. I'm not even involved in it, bro.
Homie, calm down. You've got the money to actually fight it. Your life is not over. Dude. Homie, you're directly looking at the screen to see what your chat is saying. You are literally fake crying for clicks. After you said you were about to sue somebody, you did the most pussy shit you could do.
And Farbarn replies, millionaire crying because he made the choice to hang out with a murderer. And Alec says, Jesus Christ, you people really so proudly stupid. It's insane. Who's Breezy quotes the clip by saying, it's sad that David did all that shit and people's first thought was, how can I make this about Jason the Ween? And Narc replies, what comes around goes around. Wasn't he having the time of his life mocking and making fun of Sykkuno the other week? Lol, not saying Sykkuno didn't deserve it, but still. And Neked replies, making fun of a cringe 34-year-old man that acts like a shy teenager while cheating on his girlfriend with girls/fans that are 10 to 15 years younger than him isn't very comparable to getting accused of being involved in the murder of a 14-year-old girl and covering up a relationship.
That's actually pretty true. There's a far gap between being a cheating asshole and a freaking murderer. That's a huge gap, bro. Wow. Good
Over
point.
on Livestream Fail, Logic Ad also posted the same clip we just watched about Jason and a Pokemon taking legal action against impression farming Twitter X account KickChamp for falsely accusing them of being directly involved in the David murder case. And Patient is still above replies, Clipper pages will post anything to farm impressions. And OP replies, Twitter was never the best environment, but Musk monetizing the app completely ruined everything. And Freestyler123 says, a lot of the clip pages are all
you have to understand, God, bro, that these people that sit there in this 1% of streaming are the biggest crybaby bitches, liars, freaks of nature known to the internet, bro. They're the most unhumble human beings that could ever be assembled in society to be on the internet. It doesn't alarm me that he started fake crying on stream, because that fits really the friend group and all the people around him and his personality. This is common, dude, in the high-end streaming community, man. That 1% that sits out there with Hassan, they do shit like this all the time.
Also paid by online casinos. And DDDNS says, and streamers that fell off with their dying wish to slander other people. Decone says, about damn time someone takes the first step. And Prudent Kiwi replies, you mean a damn time people are suing in America? Land of the lawsuits? And Fuzzy Ram replies, just because there are a lot of lawsuits doesn't mean you should be able to get away with whatever you want without getting sued. This is literal defamation. Prism tweets out this clip with the caption, Asmongold speaks on Pokemon and Jason the Ween assuming a Twitter/X account KickChamp for falsely accusing them of being directly involved in the David murder
Glad
case.
You smoked that out of
what I think is that you're not going to sue this person. You can threaten them. You can send them a cease and desist. You can send them a takedown notice, but you're probably not going to be able to sue them. You're probably not, like, realistically, that's not going to happen. Now, the only instance that I would look at suing them, this would be my advice, is that only sue them if they are directly connected to one of these casinos, because if they are, then you can get the casino to pay you out, right? It's like you just won a jackpot. And so like, you know, now you can get them to pay you a settlement of like, you know, $700,000 or like, you know, $1,500, you know, $1.5 million, right? So like that's what I would do. That's my best advice, because like being able to, like, the thing is that defamation, right? Like that's really hard. That's like extremely hard to prove. And then whenever you're making statements about public figures, it goes from being like this to being like this, okay?
Along with Woody tweeting out this clip of X2C reacting with the caption,
he's right. Roach King is 100% correct, chat. 100% correct. Roach King is a crazy nickname. Dude, the guy's had a cockroach literally crawling across him before. Fake crying is like bawling out on your friends because you don't want to hang out and have fun. Yep, pretty much. That's why I call him a pussy. He's a pussy.
QC couldn't believe the tweet that went so far it made Jason the Wayne take legal action.
Yo.
I bet.
Careful, I heard you say asthma 3 times. Hassan will show up.
Yeah, but
please.
Yo, that's crazy. What the f is this guy tweeting?
I might download videos. Actually, let me screenshot this.
Let me guess. He's gonna say, oh, I mean,
he spent $7,000 to fix his teeth.
Tied to the case, as in the actual case, and he's like,
mountain.
you know what I mean? So maybe some
That's
like
true.
excuse like that. Like, I don't think anybody should ever f***ing tweet shit like that. I think that's awful.
Can't fault him for that.
Also,
if
at the same
I had that
time,
money,
defamation is
That's
incredibly
true.
difficult
Man,
to
you know,
prove.
buddy. I know exactly how much they're paying you to.
I mean, they have to prove intention. They have to prove and quantify damages, and also they have to prove that it's not true.
Yeah,
like these are like,
unfortunately.
I mean.
Then Elias Sapienza tweets out, X-Clips account KickChamp has deleted their defamatory post on Twitch streamers Jason the Ween and Pokimane that were implicating their involvement in the David case. This is after Jason the Ween said that he would be suing KickChamp for said posts, showing that the tweets no longer exist. Any yapping, rapping, a singer says, genuinely wild to imply they were implicated just because they collabed. And one Deep Stay Safe says, there was no implication, bro. It was a statement. He didn't imply. He stated he was directly involved. Ricky tweets out another KickChamp post with the caption, here's another one, and it's from September 2025, where KickChamp said, FaZe Jason is connected to both a and an alleged murderer. What's next? And he continues, this is as direct as you can get. Blame Lamar tweets out, at KickChamp, since we're deleting tweets, I got another one for you. And it's a post from a couple days ago where Jason talked about the Sidemen charity match and said, missed penalty, chin up, goal soon. And KickChamp replied, your best friend got locked up, you should be in jail. And Gep replies, Jesus, replying to, he is just a loser hater. And Blame Lamar says, there's a special spot in hell for him, don't worry. Monkey says, gang, Jason don't know you. And Blame Lamar says, never said he did. But these clippers who create misinformation for impressions can go to hell. And Monkey says, you're taking the internet way too seriously. Yep. Dudes get done way worse. People get doxxed. A little misinformation that you have to be a even believe ain't gonna do shit. Sapienza tweets out this clip with the caption, Twitch streamer Pokimane responds to the drama with KickChamp and Jason the Ween, stating they should sue the account.
I don't know, Jason sent me some tweet and he was like, we should sue this person. And I was like, if you want.
Pokey.
But then the guy took down his
dude.
tweet. So I don't think we're suing them anymore. Unless he still wants to.
Salt tweets out this clip with the caption, Jason the Ween gave his response to people criticizing him for defending David before the full details of the situation were made public.
Fat Joe, that was 18.
You defended him? I defended him before.
Poor guy. Oh, damn.
Any evidence came out.
Full on
I should
metal.
have done that. And I'll say this over and over again, bro.
Moly. I wish Caleb Hammer would at Vex. Oh my god, I would laugh my ass off, bro.
You guys told you not to? Dude.
I would laugh my ass
off.
I would laugh my ass off.
And Benji replies, nah, stop backtracking. It was loads of evidence of him being a pedophile, and all the allegations was already out there. You still defended him from in the midst of the heat facing devious allegations, buddy. And H7 replies, loads of evidence equals Discord messages and live streams. Not everyone has the time to look through all that bullshit. Jason Def didn't either. If David was a known he wouldn't be nearly as big. Just because two MFs with each other on stream don't mean they friends. And Noxic also tweets out this clip with the caption, Jason the Wayne speaks about people hating on him for the David case.
And somehow hate on me. My brother, there's bigger problems.
I'm telling you right now, guys, 3/4 of my mutes know absolutely nothing about me. I don't consider my 3/4 of my mutes friends. Mocha, friend. You know why? Because she talks to me either every day or every other day. DJ, mute and friend, because he actively helps me with this. I talk to every single Doom Chud every day. Friends. If you don't talk to me every day or every other day, you're pretty much not a friend of mine. That's just how it is. At that point, if you're a mute and you don't do that, you're just a mute. You're somebody that I had one conversation with in passing fancy. That's it.
they will use that.
You have friends, shocker to be honest. Fuck you, DJ.
Which shows they don't give a f about the case at all.
Good push.
The girl that was the family that was affected. They just want to use it to hate on me.
And Dexter replies, how can I make this a tragic incident about me? In a gift saying people who be desperate for attention. And Last Stand says, cause you was around it, Goofy. You deserve blame. Take that accountability. And the music buff says, this is so stupid. So you think serial killers' families deserve to be locked up too? No, that would be dumb. The way you get away with killing someone is by not telling anyone, dumbass. And Last Stand says, let me ask this.
Vinny is friend, yeah, cause he's a doom chud.
A child. Did they know that was his girl then? Yes, they are just as guilty and just as much to blame. And the music buff says, and no one knew that was his girl.
I only bullied not even her family. Cody. No, you don't,
they hid it. Then Dexerto tweets out that David has been banned from Twitch after being arrested and charged with first-degree murder.
Banned?
And
Hell
Icebird says, that'll show him. And this was also posted to Livestream Fail by Lukey Gary. And Charcoal Filter replies, probably for 24 hours. And Paisali says, probably a week, like Lakari. And the third God King says, Lakari was like a month. Zinbin says, is murder TOS? And a Wild Nelby says, it wasn't on stream. So probably only a temp ban. An SNSD fan says maybe a little.
God, bro, come on, man. You're like at the same level as Rat. I know what you're doing, dude. You're in the military. You're a fucking NCO, bro. You're busy. You're doing shit. If you're not helping me with my stream, you're a fake friend. That's where people don't understand. That's actually pretty fucking valid. It's actually a pretty valid response to that. I tell people on X when they go, hey, like the fact that Tectone did something on me and we've had a couple of DMs, they're like, hey man, are you friends with Tectone? Nope. I'm friends with Tectone. I'm just mutes with him. And he's been giving me advice on this whole thing going on with me. He don't know anything about me and I don't think he really cares. Hey, Verbose, thank you for the 2 subs, dude. Thank you. We hit the freaking goal. We hit the monthly goal. Sham Shield Mafia for when you need. Yeah, NCO, not combat operate, non-combat operate. Hey, yeah, guys, good job, guys. You guys made the monthly goal on gifted subs. Nice. First Bard, I try to be around, or Ross, I try to be around for things, but I know peeps are busy. Well, I appreciate that, Ross. I really do. You're a good fan of mine, man. You're like literally almost in every thread, man.
Longer than showing nudity. Shout out to our tier 3 members, internet representatives, Kiko, Salsao, Dakota's Bandito, Captain Crash Out, Dear Boy, and the Noobster. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you all in the next episode.
Dober Buddy, thank you for the 2 gifted subs, man. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the gifted subbies. I really, really appreciate it. Brick. Brick. I don't recognize your username, man. Thank you, Dover. I appreciate it, man. Sir Reckless VT. Hey, Cody. How are you doing today, mate? Not too bad, bud. Not too bad. Basically the recap on this video is this David guy, he's going to have a long road ahead of him in court. Because already the DA wants to put him on the death row. And he's got a lot of compounding evidence going up against him.
It's just Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty in there.
Ghost, thank you for starting Night Train, buddy.
Me, Rick and Morty, running around. Rick and Morty time. All day long, forever.
I've been off on X for
Rick and Morty forever 100 times. Over
for
and
relaxation,
over,
but I keep you in the loop. Thank you, Dover. I appreciate that, buddy.
www.rickandmorty.com.
Thank you for the level 2 hype train at 50%. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Every minute, rickandmorty.com.
It's actually kind of crazy. Kind of crazy.